We meet where we left off. Diana visible, the PTA shocked, Pam mid-dab. She holds it. She holds it longer. Someone wanna check in on her?
Um, Pam?
If you can't see the audience can't see you. If you can't see the audience can't see you. If you can't see the audience.
As a former Kinky Boots Ensemble member, I can attest that is absolutely how it works.
You're not fooling anybody. I request you halt this fruitless endeavor of yours. Despite your best efforts, we most certainly can see you.
Diana? We can, see you too? Are you alive?
Of course she's not.
Silence.
I said of course she's not? Of course she's not? Of course?
Who are you, Pam?
Diana's here? Oh, hey Diana. Long time no see. Where have you been?
Where have you been?
Oh, yeah. Lots of places.
He smiles. Elaine stares at him.
Oh my golly. The day folks start rising from the dead is the day I leave my DIY rapture kit and caboodle at home. Ain't that just the way? Guess we gotta start from scratch, don't we? Have, say, 30 pounds of incense lying around?
Is that even a question? You know I buy in bulk. Just down the hallway. Make a left at the elevator.
No. Susie, stay put.
Oh, but I'll be back quicker than a TV clicker.
That's not the point. I cannot believe you all are entertaining this. You know what? Actually, I can. I mean, if I said somebody wrote gullible on the ceiling, you would probably double check.
Uh-huh. A likely story.
Lance discreetly glances at the ceiling.
Obviously, the situation is that you have all been duped. Diana clearly faked her own death, and Pam's helping to cover. And I'll admit, 2 fake death reveals in one night is a little far-fetched plot-wise, even for you. You almost got me, but I wasn't born at 2 p.m. last Tuesday. I can follow your twists and turns. And I know for a fact there's no such thing as ghosts. They aren't real. But what is very real is the amount of debt we're in because of your now completely useless memorial service, Diana. Just offhand, how much do you think we spent on it, huh? How much would you wager to guess? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Schmeck's year's school bus seatbelt budget. We were finally going to get those seatbelts. Guess we'll have to cross our fingers that precious little Gigi won't wind up in an accident.
As if Gigi would ever ride the bus.
Wait, have the school buses not had seatbelts before now? What were we raising money for at all those picnics?
Principal McCormick fishes some loose pills from her pantsuit pocket.
Here's some melatonin, Bethany. Go to town.
All right.
Bethany's out.
Let's set the record straight on this, why don't we? Because me, I'm feeling a tad ticked off right now. This whole night is way above my pay grade, and I'm feeling pretty unhinged. Diana, you owe me money.
But Pam just confessed that.
Oh, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. The point is that it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm standing here tracking post-burial mud into Holly's all-white furniture foyer with my decade-old, shoddy patent leather, Payless heels, learning that a second PTA president decided it was necessary to fake her own death and implicate me in it. How fun. You know, it's been thrilling kicking it with you absolutely insane people. But shockingly, there are better things I could be doing at 3 in the morning. I could be sound asleep on the air mattress I keep in my office, using my blazer as a pillow, dreaming of my upcoming 3-day weekend bus ride to Scranton for a supervised visit with my teenage daughter whose only hobby seems to be telling me I'm a terrible mother. Oh God, my life is so sad.
Oh, I completely agree with the sad part, Anne. You do lead a small, miserable life, which, considering that you're a woman, is very regressive of you, and I hate to be a nuisance, but you got something way wrong.
Pardon?
With all due respect, Principal Spice Rack,
I think what Dinosaurus Rex is trying to say is that she didn't fake her death. She's legit deceased.
What?
Boo.
Principal McCormick faints on the spot.
Another one?
That wasn't very #ghost boss of you, Diana.
Oh, I was just messing with her. Wait, are any of the rest of you freaked out? Please say someone is, or the Anti-Dairy Scary Club, that's the group of pro-haunting vegans I joined, is going to be so mad at me.
Oh, well, you know me, the Holy Ghost and I are like two peas in a pod.
I had to get seance certified for the Halloween themed pageant I hosted last year, so ghosts are definitely in my wheelhouse.
And I sincerely believe the rest of the lot and I are too fatigued to be gobsmacked, much less consider the consequences of such a novel encounter. I imagine we'll amble on invariably towards our inevitable demise, haunted by a faint hum whispering that we have tasted fruit from the tree of forbidden knowledge and can attest with great certitude the existence of the phantom realm. But doubtless, it is too early in the morning to care.
Yeah, what he said.
She looks at Principal McCormick's unconscious body.
Anyway, we've already established that none of us know CPR, so unless one of you has magically learned how in the past 2 hours, I think that we should...
No need to fear. Susie's here. Oh, I've been here. I know just what to do in times like these.
Liberame domine de morte eterna, indira tremenda quando celi movendi sunt de terra, cutum veneris judice saculum perique.
Suzanne, what on earth are you chanting?
Well, how else do you suppose I exercise her?
Suppose. We exercise.
I would have got a little Ouija board. Andy, you can ask her which one of us was her favorite.
There's no need, because obviously I outrank you all. Also, I don't think she's dead.
Yeah, has anyone even checked her pulse?
I'm on it.
Lance places his ear on Principal McCormick's palest-clad foot.
I'm not getting anything, guys.
Lancelot, what are you doing with her foot?
Checking for her pulse. Clearly you're not a Disney parent, Pam.
Everyone knows I run a strictly Nickelodeon household.
Oh, whatever. I'll just do it, like always.
As Elaine grabs Principal McCormick's wrist, she jolts awake.
What? Who? Sure. Oh, sorry. That was the first physical contact I've had with anyone post Y2K.
Oh, I feel that, sister. I mean, no, I don't. Wow, that's so weird, Anne. Going that long, huh? I totally hug my children.
Did I faint or something?
Oh yeah, once Casper here revealed she relocated to the Ghost Coast, it was outskis for you.
Huh. Well, that's fun for you guys, but I think I'm just gonna clock out anyway. Kind of miss the empty piece of my passed out headspace, honestly. Holly, can you direct me to your closest medicine cabinet? I think I'm gonna take way more than the recommended dose of Benadryl and hit the void.
OMG, of course. It's up the spiral staircase, just past the second racquetball court to your right.
Gotcha. I'll see you when I see ya.
McCormick does a half-hearted salute and exits via spiral staircase.
It's a shame she won't be here for our little discussion. I always found her split ends to be so charming.
Oh, but I do hope Bethany will join us. She always felt like one of the gals. Has anyone checked in on her noggin?
Oh, yes, our infamous former 16 and pregnant contestant. I almost forgot. Is Bamantha still out?
Bethany pops back up.
No, sorry. I was just closing my eyes to be polite. I think that I built up a tolerance for melatonin. Mrs. Shield will always give me like 6 pills a night, and then I'll usually throw in some Adderall in the mix in the morning to get me back to it. It's sort of a never-ending cycle. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I haven't completed a full REM cycle since I was in preschool. I'm fine. Long story short, I'm back, baby.
She does the saddest finger guns.
A cumbersome and disquieting life you lead, indeed. And to think it's quotidian. One would reason you ought to discuss this with a reasonable adult in your life and acquire the support you most desperately need. And I would like to be the first to volunteer to not be that person. Any takers?
Well, cloister my convent. What a grand idea. Robert's right, dearie. There is no one better to talk to about your troubles than our local Reverend Mother Corduroy. I'll make you an appointment to speak with her / get your habit fitted tomorrow.
Do you guys believe me if I reverse my stance on melatonin tolerances? Oh no, I'm fading away. Darn.
Not so fast, Bethany. I have 7.5 caffeine patches with your name on them in case you go out again.
Okay, worth a shot.
Susie and Elaine, I love how you'll just support anybody. But yay! Now that we're all gathered, it's just like old times when we used to have PTA meetings. Remember?
We remember, like, a couple weeks ago.
Those were the days. Anyway, I think we should switch gears. So, Pam, Diana, care to add anything to the conversation?
Thank you, Holly. Yes,
Nothing except that my boo Diana over here sure is my soulless sister. Sure, we had our disagreements before, but we've been hanging recently and our friendship has really grown. We're practically BFFALs. That's best friend for afterlife for all you uncool moms out there. Oink oink.
Pam attempts to wink at Diana, but just ends up blinking really aggressively.
Diana, did you replace me?
There's a lot to unpack here. Okay, first of all, Holly, you weren't exactly leading non-denominational dirges at my memorial service. You raised me up to an undetermined location, really needed help on the soprano line, and you dropped the ball. It's not that I've replaced you. I've simply become a clique of one.
But what about our logical split in power?
Well, your daughter failed to receive so much as a callback to the ALDC. I'm not sure how much power you can handle.
Well, I'm not the one who abdicated my position.
By being murdered, Holly. Ugh. But we don't have time to get into this. We'll discuss this later. She shed tomorrow. Think and drink?
I'll bring my famously bad scones.
You know I can't ingest anything yet. I'm only level 1 at becoming corporeal. But back to my list. Second of all, Pam, the moment we become friends is the moment you stop shoveling salmonella-laced raw cookie dough in your face, which will be...
Never!
Because thirdly of all, you let me asphyxiate and now everyone knows it.
Oh, take a chillax capsule, set in its Snapchat logo.
Oh, you know I never signed up being a Snapchat brand ambassador. It's obviously should have been a turtle. Ghosts don't snap.
And you've clearly never seen the Addams Family.
And you clearly don't seem to understand how delusional you are. It's all over, Pam. I won. You know, all this time I've been scheming about how to ruin your life, but it looks like you can do that all on your own. And now you've gotten yourself into a pretty sticky situation, huh? Seems like you'll need some help figuring this out. Jam, Mom, who are you gonna phone a friend? That's right. You don't have any. Who are you gonna call, huh? Who are you gonna call?
Members look at Pam expectantly, but they're greeted with silence. For the first time ever, Pam has no comeback.
Pam. I mean, it's right there.
Pam sheepishly lowers her head.
See, I'm practically handing you out joke setups like $20 bills on Halloween, and you can't even muster the words Ghostbusters. It's pathetic. Congratulations, Pam. You murdered me and your reputation.
Whoa, this seems like it's for real this time. The PTA shuffle their chic walking sneakers and avoid eye contact with Pam.
Come on, guys. You don't believe her, do you?
Silence from the PTA.
It's a classic whodunit, and the whodunit was us, remember? Okay, it was mostly entirely me at first, but just for Chutes and Ladders, wouldn't it be pretty cool, Mom, of you all to forgive me?
I don't know if we can do that, Pam.
Yeah, you kind of dragged us all into this.
I agree. Even though the PTA is already disbanded and there's little to no hope of it ever coming back, it would be the morally correct choice to call it out publicly, exercising what's left of our political body to ensure this type of behavior never repeats. It would be pretty wild of us to set a precedent of giving a free pass permitting recklessness for those who realize they've lost their chances at fairly winning official power.
The group seems pretty much on board when...
Lily, I was going to disapprove of your actions, Pamela. A teeny tiny part of me agreed with what Elaine just said, but then I realized Elaine was saying it. So I snapped out of it. Now that Elaine has decided to oust you, I've decided that would actually be the coward's choice, and I have switched my allegiance to you. More fun this way.
Tiffany glides over to Pam.
Hey, bestie, I forgive you.
Does this mean I can use your Zappos frequent buyer discount?
Not in your wildest dreams.
Okay.
I should have seen this coming. I would have done the same thing if Tiffany had suggested turning against you. There really is only one logical way to sort this out.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Move the priest to another diocese and pretend it never happened.
No.
Guys, I think what Steindl or Elaine was trying to say was that we have to sort this out by hearing both sides of the argument.
Thank you, Pam. That's actually just what I was going to say.
Theo rap battle. The kids called me Florence because I got that post-nasal drip.
Never mind. Guessing games clearly aren't our strong suits. The best way to go about doing this is to hear both sides. Since my side hustle is working as both partners at Wagner & Wagner LLC, I propose we decide this via legal proceeding. I'll even stoop to debate.
Oh my goodness, I love a themed event. Oh, I know just the thing. I have a few mini gavels around here somewhere, left over from my blog's carpentry days. Aha!
Holly sifts through her incredibly organized junk drawer.
Aha! Here they are. They're made from an invasive species of mahogany. Perfect for goodie bags.
Holly distributes the cute little gavels.
Icebreaker alert! Never have I ever actually been to court. I mean, I was called into jury duty once, but you know, that's for the pores. Besides, I did not want to. Sitting with 12 angry randos for who knows how long. I prefer to judge other people with people I'm friends with. Anyway, they keep sending me these pages and pages of notes, practically begging me to come to court, which just reeks of desperation from their end.
Holly, I really think you should look into that.
I know. I hate to have all this paper pile up. Luckily, I have my DIY industrial-sized bedazzled shredder. I think you'd like it, Elaine. You seem industrious.
Thank you for the compliment, Holly. But this is serious business. Tiffany, I propose I will start and you will follow.
Concentration 64 rules?
Precisely.
Category is your inevitable loss. You should know that the last time I lost a competition, my parents made me the rope for tug of war at any family barbecue until my late tweens. Sure, it was medieval, but I learned my lesson and got 2 inches taller. Besides, I don't even know why you're trying. They won't listen to you. You still drink cow's milk.
Holly and Diana gasp.
Objection, defamation. Bethany, I'd like that ad hominem stricken from the record.
Oh, we don't have a oh, I see. That would be me.
Bethany hoists up her big binder.
Fill in for the PTA meeting for a meeting or two while I'm gone, she said. You definitely won't get tangled up in a ramshackle court proceeding for some murder, she said. You'll get a college credit eventually, she said. All right, all set.
Thank you, Bethany. I'd like to start with a labyrinthine litigation theory of...
Well, boil my bird bath. Aren't you forgetting something, dear?
What now?
Well, if I remember anything from my restraining order hearing with the Yankee Candle Corporation, it's that court can be a BYOB event. That's bring your own Bible in case any of you heretics were getting ideas. actually, I've got my pocket edition right here. Fair to swear?
Fine. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Can we please move on with
Man, court rules. These travel-sized mallets make me feel like my favorite supreme trademark court justice, the notorious Rude Goldberg machine.
Whoa there, Pam. Don't think you can buy Elaine's support with your sophisticated use of legal jargon. You killed my twin sister.
Lance, wasn't she like 3.5 years older than you?
Wow. You learn something new every day.
This is a bureaucratic nightmare.
Careful, Elaine. You seem a little frazzled. I wouldn't want to sweat out my hair product if I were you. What did you use this time, Grace?
I haven't showered in days, okay? I was too busy prepping a coup and avoiding you.
Exactly, because this isn't the first cardinal rule of perm maintenance that you are forbidden to wet your hair for at least 24 hours after getting a perm at the risk of deactivating the ammonium thiglycolite.
Huh? I don't know. I didn't waste my time working the pageant circuit. This stuff is extraordinarily irrelevant.
This stuff? Oh, okay. I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back.
Quit quoting power monologues from early 2000s box office hits. They have no legal bearing.
But they are bangers. Thank you.
I cannot even begin to describe how much of a train wreck this is. The disrespect you have for the institution of the law is astounding. This is an insult to...
Just then, we hear a phone ring. Elaine freezes.
Great Scott, Elaine, that incessant cacophony appears to be emanating from a device on your person.
Oh, God, it's 3 a.m. It must be Terrance. Hold on.
She ruffles through her bag. It's not her phone. Wait, is it her laptop or her paper? Oh my goodness, it's her Bluetooth headset.
What now, Terrance? I don't see what I'm bleeding out has to do with your position as unpaid intern paralegal. You're burning the nightlight. Get back to it.
Elaine hangs up.
No repeats or hesitations.
Oh, wait, but I didn't...
Tisk. You know the Concentration 64th edition rules as well as I do, Elaine. Any violation of the no hesitation rule guarantees immediate disqualification, automatic forfeit. As my client would say, sucks to suck. I rest my case.
By George, Tiffany, I believe you have just won.
I never thought I'd be 12 angry men so quickly.
Yeah, you were atrocious out there, Elaine.
Oh, but look on the bright side, ladies. With your death deemed accidental and Kathy's still unsolved, at least in the eyes of those outside of this room, our reputation as an association is preserved. And isn't that what really matters?
You know what they say. If the EpiPen slips, you gotta quit.
Yes, great. No one's gonna find out about our attempted coup or our streak of serial murder. Now I can go back to only worrying about the disappointments of my personal life, an obscene amount of paperwork to cover up Terrance's workplace injury, and wallowing in pity, longing for my ex-husband and son. You win, Tiffany. You win again. You always have and you always will. Happy now?
I win. You know, that's all I've ever wanted to hear anyone say, especially the people I wanted so desperately to respect me. My parents, pageant judges, mostly pageant judges, and you.
What?
I may have won this faux legal case, Elaine, but knowing that you think I'm a winner, you with your frumpy tweed clogs and your peeling coffee patches and your boss of the year attitude, that's priceless. I realize now that your respect is all I ever needed to keep me happy. To know someone as accomplished and dowdy as you views me, someone equally as accomplished, albeit more sparkling, as a success. Elaine, I'm going to divorce Kevin.
Kevin? Who's Kevin? Oh, you mean Kiernan? My ex-husband, your husband.
No, Elaine, your husband. Lyle will once again be your son to care for.
What the hell man's mayonnaise is going on right now?
You're You're splitting up with Kiernan for me.
Yes, though it's also for myself, with both Mr. Kathy Jones and Mr. Diana Miller newly available on the hot widower market. I'm afraid I'm too gorgeous to be constrained by the reins of monogamy.
Diana, are you okay with this?
Actually, I am. There's the dead singles mixer next Tuesday for the new romantically and corporally unattached, and I've been dying to go. Now I won't, have to lie to the angel bouncer to get in. Way less hassle. Tiffany, you better get to him before Nora H does.
And Nora H with the Finland-themed charm bracelet line?
No, Nora H, who tried to bust Nancy Kiernan's kneecaps a second time.
Ah, of course. Then it's settled. You'll get to reunite with Kendrick and Landon, and I'll get to go be wine drunk with different hot random men every night and relive my college experience.
Tiffany, I know it's sort of your thing to say, but thank you.
No, thank you.
The two women, animosity that's been building up for years between them gone. Hug. This moves absolutely no one else.
Sorry, Kiernan's not Elaine's dog? I have been so confused about that.
Was this like a relevant issue?
Well, that was an incredibly prolonged interlude that even I barely comprehended. Shifting our gears, I have une question. That's French for a question. Diana, are you aware if Kathy will remain, how shall I phrase this? No more? Expired? Bereft of life? Pushing up the daisies? Continuing to refrain from metabolic processes?
Oh, good catch, Bobbert the Builder. Yeah, we buried her body yaddy 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 beneath a few choice begonias out back. Is she coming back to haunt us too?
Well, I mean, before she was even poisoned, Kathy's brain was basically embalmed in shoddy essential oils, so I don't think there's a chance she'll be haunting anytime soon. You have to be really petty to become a ghost. I'm really petty.
Good to know.
I know this night has been freaking insane. Pardon the language, but I have to say, it made me realize how much I miss this merry band of MILFs and DILFs. Plus whatever Bethany is.
Come on. It's Nanny who wants a nap.
Yeah, I forgot that you're actually pretty fun to hang out with when you're not trying to get revenge on me for killing you.
Don't know about the rest of you, but I'm extraordinarily satisfied with how this night went.
Everyone pauses, coming to the shared conclusion that, yeah, this settlement was great.
Well, this seems like a logical, albeit unfulfilling place to leave things, but I think we should go with it. I guess, would that be good with all of you?
I mean, I've always been a big fan of efficiency, and we got this done in less than 23 pages. Record time. Go team.
I know you don't consider me an overly sentimental person. I mean, who would guess me, of all people?
Robert grandly shakes his head.
But I do carry with me a small token I deeply covet that I will, on rare occasion of such supreme cost-effectiveness, share with the world. In such a ceremony as this, however, I think Pamela is required. Pam.
Yes, Bobby Fitz.
Robert rifles through his vintage satchel and produces a Staples That Was Easy button.
Would you do me the supreme honor of absolutely smashing my That Was Easy button?
Absolutely.
A heartfelt moment. But oh no, what's this? Just as Pam is about to go absolutely to town on that dinky plastic button, Hans bursts in the room, homemade crayon subtitles in tow. Subtitles follows him in.
German.
Excuse me?
German.
Man, I sat through this whole episode for this.
Subtitles trudges off stage.
German.
Mr. Lance, what are you saying? Mr. Lance, you should unmute for us.
Oh, wow. I really wish that I could read and click buttons. Your signs are so cool and artsy.
Elise could easily pen such disasters in her sleep.
Hans, how did you find my house? In the middle of my street? My house?
German. German.
Hans dramatically points his finger at Pam, finally getting his message across.
Aw, so glad to finally meet a fan. But these guys already have the ending spoiled for them.
German?
Hi there, little schnookums. We decided it would be best if nobody outside of this room knows, so zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket.
German.
Don't worry, guys. I'll talk to him.
Lance pulls Hans to the side.
German.
I'll buy you a lifetime supply of Haribo in exchange for your silence. But if you say anything at all, no gummies.
German.
Situation resolved, they rejoin the group.
We worked it out, guys. Hansi's lips are sealed.
What the?
How did you accomplish that so quickly?
What's your secret?
Nothing really.
Lance scruffs up Hans' hair a bit.
Just use a little technique I like to call collateral parenting.
Roll credits.
Where are they now? The PTA members share updates on their lives.
Given her new venture dabbling with the paranormal, Holly revamped her blog platform as a lifestyle blog / supernatural conspiracy theory hub titled Hostess with the Ghostess, aided by her spectral bestie, Diana.
Who continues to happily haunt Holly's she shed. The pair have revolutionized the superstitious market with a darling little thing called credibility, and recently appeared on Shark Tank, just a couple of girl bosses building their empire.
After many years of workplace abuse, Bethany finally worked up the gusto to unionize. Unfortunately, the Shield family's politics and intimate ties to the Ukrainian mafia didn't exactly mix with this newfangled union idea, so she relocated to Vermont and joined the witness protection program under the name Kathy Jones.
Anne McCormick continued her service as principal of St. Ethelborn's for the rest of the school year, before an early retirement into the U.S. Marines, a far less stressful profession. Going against a years-long tradition, she did not have a PTA organized sayonara soiree, preferring to drink boxed wine alone while packing up her office.
Pam, like many wealthy white mothers before her, suffered virtually no consequences for her criminal activities. Still on the hunt for power and peer approval, she moved her family to New Haven, Connecticut, and though an aggressive and intimidating jam-based campaign, became president of the Annie Leibovitz Academy's PTA.
Reunited with her husband and Levi, Elaine continued to work upward of 75 hours per week. Once her daughters began high school, Elaine was shocked and moved to find that they'd inherited her workaholic gene, proving that the real family members you want to be proud of were the children you neglected along the way. The trio are very happy missing lunch dates with one another.
Tiffany absolutely crushed it on the Delft dating scene, charming single dads and widowers alike, all while teaching her children Portuguese. She also decided to add screenwriting to her repertoire of skills, penning several Emmy-winning Lifetime movies loosely inspired by her time with PTA. Multiple murderers and malevolent mothers, wouldn't it be crazy if this had actually happened, is set to premiere this fall.
Robert, despising the vulnerability of the PTA had led him to, did his best to remain uninvolved in his daughter's schooling. While he claims to be living off the land in the woods of Lewis County, an individual who closely resembles the remarkably academic-looking man on many of the Columbia University's brochures has been spotted buying aged scotch from Stop and Shops in the Hamptons.
Susie, enjoying the power she'd sampled with the PTA, rallied the local Candle Cravers Anonymous support group into taking legal action against the Yankee Candles banning policy, winning a settlement of over 200 Pink Sands candles, the equivalent of $6,000. Susie retired early, continuing to hold court with her for funsies job as a Westchester County Court volunteer bailiff. She is very good at holding Bibles.
Delusionally convinced of his prowess as a parent, Lance devoted the rest of his life to designing Target's new line of Alps-inspired athleisure for young boys, Odio Mi Papi. Unfortunately, the rest of his life was short-lived after recovering from a nasty case of kidney stones. Lance passed away, becoming the first Westchester PTA alum to win a Darwin Award. Rumor has it his last words were, "What is a toaster in the bathtub if not a hot tub preserving?"
Somehow inheriting his newly late adopted father's trait of absolutely whizzing through all 5 stages of grief, Hans lived on in his happy world of Haribo until...
Cut to Lance's funeral 3 years later. Don't check out yet. We're not quite finished. Everyone is decked out in black cardigans and lederhosen themed joggers in Lance's honor.
Well, that was super lovely. They chose some excellent deep cuts from the Book of Job. It takes a talented pastor to sell any of those verses. I'll have to see if he's interested. And we have to see if he's interested in speaking at the next Holy Callers meeting. That's the little gang of religious soccer mothers I get together with now and then. We could use some cheering up after last match.
Diana is concentrating all her ghostly ability on the crudité platter, her latest attempt at post-mortem digestion.
And got it.
She munches on some cauliflower and sighs happily.
Shedding your moral coil is not the bummer all you lives are making it out to be. Concentrating on physical contact with physical objects is such a good core workout. And even better, I'm immune to my gluten allergy, all thanks to Pam.
Pam and Diana both laugh at their hilarious inside joke about Diana's murder.
Anytime, Diana Conda. Man, I've missed hanging with fellow mothers that I want to murder. The moms at my new PTA are swagadocious and all, don't get me wrong. Literary AF. But they think I'm so cool that I have no reason to threaten them ever.
Tiffany, your interpretive dance memorializing Lance's life and career was beautiful.
Oh, just something I threw together last night.
And your written eulogy still has me in tears.
She gestures to her eyes, which are completely dry.
All while looking Lance and Kathy's bereaved family dead in the eyes. So bold.
Well, if 3 decades as a local celebrity has prepared me for anything, it's not letting the audience in on your little secrets, be it your internal insecurities or that Kathy's fertilizing one of your girlfriend's begonia beds.
I was touched by the inclusion of subtitles that his son provided. Not sure why he needed to translate all the English into French for us all, but I found it incredibly chic.
This is German for chic. Hans rolls his eyes. McCormick pats him on the head, a bad attempt at comfort.
Poor thing. I'm sure you will be happy living with your uncle and cousin. Your father must have been so proud of you.
She suddenly stops patting his head.
Goodness, why am I doing this? I left working with children behind for a reason.
She gives him a simple, professional pat on the shoulder.
Your father was a fool, wasn't he?
Hans nods solemnly.
Well, I'm just glad they kept things short. Nothing worse than when a funeral goes on and on. We get it. They're dead. They lived a life. Sprinkle some dirt on the casket and get a move on. Some of us have conference calls to conduct from their triathlon.
Yeah. Okay. False alarm. Thought that golden retriever was a shield child. Guess the upside of Mrs. Shield never coming to PTA meetings was that she wouldn't have thought to come today. Well, I had a blast seeing you guys again, but I'll have to head out soon. I'm still getting used to living a new life under our former dead president's name.
Is that why you wrote Bethany on your name tag?
I did what? Oh my gosh, look at me. I start getting a full night's sleep and I become a complete disaster.
Well, until the next one of us dies. Oh man, who do you think that will be?
The group surveys one another thoughtfully.
Robert, you still smoking?
Naturally, clove cigarettes are a lifestyle, but I hardly see why that should mark me as the successive target to death's call.
He breaks off, coughing.
Oh, I'll keep you in my prayers, dear. Don't go hiking up any stairs now.
Then, till we put old Bobby Fitz in the ground, catch you on the whip side.
Pam whips. That seems about right. Everyone gets ready to leave. Suddenly, a woman in a cardigan, played by Subtitles, approaches the group.
Well, well, if it isn't St. Earthenborn's disgraced ex-PTA.
The members are offended.
We prefer St. Ethelborn's disbanded due to private matters PTA, thank you very much.
Our PTA has worked hard to maintain a pristine, albeit no longer relevant, reputation.
I'm sure you have, but you haven't been very successful.
Who are you, Scooby-Drew? What's with all the mystery?
I'm surprised none of you recognize me. I'm Nora H., and I know...
Nora H., with the second family in Denver?
Or Nora H., who tried to ban all fruits and vegetables from the school cafeteria.
Or Nora H., architect of the famously unsolved murder of a child star JonBenet Ramsey.
Or Nora H., former Rockette understudy?
Or Nora H., short for hammered at the Little League playoffs 5 years running.
German?
Or Nora H., who wore a formal pantsuit to Coachella?
Or Nora H., who stole a cookie from the cookie jar?
Or Nora H., who hides flasks in her colettes.
Or Nora H., alleged co-perpetrator of the anthrax scare?
Good lord, none of the above. I'm Nora H., who knows what you all did.
Gasp. The end?
Thank you so much. That is our show. Yay! We had so much fun tonight. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Cast. We